Hi, this is U.S. Representative Rick Larsen, and welcome to my 10th Facebook Live event for the campaign. I'm coming to you live from the new campaign office in downtown Everett. It's nice to move out of my house and move the campaign somewhere where we can run a campaign. However, bad news, it is not yet open to the public, and we are following CDC guidance in terms of being able to work in this space. So still trying to do our part as well. In fact, my communications director is standing more than 6 feet away from me right now as I do this Facebook Live event. So we're all trying to do our part, and I hope that you are following social distancing guidelines, wearing masks when you're out as well. But still, if you are able to get out and frequent local businesses, please do that. Please help them out, but be sure to always be wearing a mask when you do. So a little bit about what's going on in Congress. We passed, a few weeks ago, a major transportation and infrastructure bill out of the U.S. House of Representatives called the Moving Forward Act. And this is really part of a longer-term infrastructure investment-based recovery. What we need to do when we get past COVID-19 is be sure we have the pieces in place to recover our economy. And the Moving Forward Act makes a major investment into transit, into cleaner and greener transportation alternatives. It makes a major investment into rural broadband and access to rural broadband to help close that digital divide in our school districts and the digital divide between urban, suburban, and rural areas as well. There's a variety of other things too, but I think importantly, it is an investment in jobs, and transportation investment means jobs. We're also, in the next couple of weeks in Congress, we get back into session next week, and in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be passing on the floor of the House the Great Outdoors Act. This is a bill coming to us from the Senate. It is a major investment into preserving important pieces of land throughout the country, public lands throughout the country. It reauthorizes the Land and Water Conservation Fund so that we can continue the effort to use federal royalties to help purchase land that we can preserve for generations. And so this is a key piece of environmental protection in the United States, and we have used Land and Water Conservation Fund dollars in our state and in the district since its inception in the 60s. So I hope you'll watch that, the Great Outdoors Act, probably the week of the 27th or so in the U.S. House of Representatives. So the campaign is moving along, and this week ballots are arriving. In fact, ballots have arrived. Overseas military voters have received ballots already, and people are voting already, and I expect that I'll be hearing more this week about people getting the ballots and voting. So I'm encouraging you to, if you get a ballot, the best thing you can do is fill it out immediately and get it turned in immediately. So just some important dates for you all. Online and mail voter registrations must be received 8 days before the election day on August 4th, and that means by the July 27th, if you're doing it online or by mail. If not, you have to register. You can still register, but you have to register in person, and you can do that anytime before 8 p.m. on August 4th, given the fact that we have now same-day registration in our state. Now, August 4th is an important date because that's the ballot. That's the day your ballot must be postmarked by or returned to a ballot drop box by 8 p.m. on August 4th in order for your vote to be counted. So best rule of thumb is if you don't drop it off on August 4th, you don't plan on doing a drop box for the ballot box, then get it in the mail probably by Saturday, August 1st, to give the post office time to postmark it and get it delivered. We're focused on grassroots community organizing in this race. This week alone, I'm doing, I think, 6 virtual house parties, talking to voters directly, encouraging them to vote, encouraging them to support the campaign, and encouraging them to volunteer. We've already done, this is the 10th Facebook Live event. We've done additional Zoom calls, phone banking, and text banking. We've made over 7,500 phone calls already. Can't doorbell anymore, so instead of doorbelling, we're calling voters and getting really great response. And we'll do text banking very soon. That is sending texts out to remind people to fill out their ballots, and of course, asking for your support. Still need help to elect Democrats up and down the ballot, not just in my race, but up and down the ballot. And we can get started on that route by going, if you go to ricklarsen.org/volunteer, and you can sign up to volunteer in this campaign, and we can get you in touch with other campaigns as well. Leave a note in the comments below as well if you're interested in writing a letter to the editor, to your local paper, or if you'd like us to drop off a yard sign. So again, if you want to write a letter to the editor, or you need a yard sign, go ahead and put a comment in the comment section below. And you can also check out upcoming events by visiting my Facebook page. I am very pleased to announce continued broad support for my campaign. So the Sierra Club's national political team and the Washington State chapter have endorsed me. Late last week, I received the endorsement of the League of Conservation Voters because of my strong support for the environment and for fighting climate change. Planned Parenthood Action Fund and NARAL Pro-Choice America have endorsed me because of my strong pro-choice record. The Alliance for Gun Responsibility Victory Fund has endorsed me because of my strong support to end gun violence in our communities. The End Citizens United Action Fund has endorsed me as well. The Young Democrats in Washington, Washington State Labor Council has endorsed me because of my strong support for labor. The National Education Association and the many educators that they represent in our state have endorsed me as well. Laborers International Union and over 60 local elected officials and many other individuals have endorsed me as well. So I want to thank everyone for your endorsement. Thank you very much for making this a grassroots campaign. Now, a few questions. We received 3 questions ahead of time for this Facebook Live event. And the first one is, what are you guys, I presume Congress, doing to help everyone affected by this, I presume, pandemic? And is there going to be another stimulus soon? I hope that there's going to be another relief package. The U.S. House of Representatives passed the HEROES Act because we do think that we need to continue to support the women and men who are on the front line, our firefighters, our police officers, our healthcare workers, the grocery workers, the transit drivers. People are really on the front line of this pandemic. And so we passed the HEROES Act in June, and now working to see if the Senate will pass something similar to the HEROES Act that will support our state, local, tribal, and territorial governments, because when you do that, you really are supporting the people who provide services on the front line to our communities. And so I'm hopeful that will happen, but we need to continue to work this as well. Second question is, can Trump really cut money from schools if they don't open fully? If so, is there anything Congress can do to stop that? Well, the short answer to that is no, of course not. The president can't unilaterally cut funding for schools for either higher education or for K-12 because it becomes inconvenient for him and he thinks it's something that's happening politically. The truth of it is that school districts need to make these decisions in conjunction with the local elected school board and the superintendents, working with the governor and our Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction to determine, based on the CDC guidelines, what is the best approach. And you're going to have different school districts with different approaches. Some schools are going to be starting online. Some are going to start with a hybrid model where there's like a Monday, Tuesday, and a Thursday, Friday schedule, with Wednesday being a day of either online education or a teacher training day or teacher development day or something like that. Schools are going to make their, and school districts and the people who work there are going to make their own decisions. Now look, I'm very empathetic for parents and for kids. kids who want to see their teachers, kids who want to see their friends as well. And for parents who've got to make these decisions about their own work and about the kids going to school and whether the parents feel safe, feel schools are safe enough for their kids. And all those have to go into the decisions about schools reopening. And all those decisions are going to be made by local school boards, with superintendents and teachers and other staff, and with parents in mind. And we really need to be supportive of local teachers and parents and kids as they make those decisions, and not rely on the president, frankly, who wants to force a school reopening because he thinks if they don't, it makes him look bad. That's not a public health decision. That's a political decision, and schools need to reopen based on public health decisions. Finally, can we support other states to get mail-in voting in place before November elections? Well, we can do that by passing the HEROES Act, where we put in additional dollars to help states move towards all mail-in balloting, or even expand mail-in balloting in states for the November election. Unfortunately, states are going to make their individual decisions on how they run their elections, like we usually do, but we can give incentives to states by funding, through the HEROES Act, mail-in balloting for those states. And we actually have seen an expansion of states as they run the primaries, expansion of states using mail-in balloting. It's very successful in our state. It works in our state. It is not an avenue for fraud, as the president likes to say. It's just silly, the kind of things he says. And we need to really kind of focus on how we can ensure that not just people get access to the ballot box, that is access to voting, but also to ensure that the vote that someone casts is the vote that is in fact counted. And that's about integrity of the vote and integrity of the voter database. And there's things that we can do to ensure the security, not just of the ballot, but the security of the voter database as well. So there's a lot that needs to go on, but I think, frankly, I think some states are going to continue to choose to run their primaries and the elections fall the way they have in the past. The best thing we can do is to turn out to vote, increase those voting numbers by Democrats, and I hope you'll be part of that, certainly in this district by voting for me, Rick Larsen, but helping to elect Democrats up and down the ballot, doing our part. So with that, I'll just close up. I want to thank you for tuning in to this Facebook Live event. Continue to watch this space for further events. And if you can, go to my Facebook page or go to the website to get scheduled for the virtual house parties that are taking place the rest of this week. And I'll be in touch with you again very soon. Thanks a lot.